Welcome to February's edition of Inside the Dragons. In this edition, we have the P2 Palooza, Paint Creek Science Fair, Stadium Drive Bug Lady Visit, and LOCS Building Our Future Workshop. I hope you enjoy this edition of Inside the Dragons.
When Carpenter Elementary brought the Positivity Project to the Lake Orion Community Schools a decade ago, the intent was to create a school culture. Just as the program was getting off the ground, Carpenter grew with it, embracing the 24 character strengths as part of their school routine. Carving out time to learn each trait, the students understood the value of the root message: other people matter. Over that decade, LOCS has expanded its connection with the Positivity Project. They created consistent values across the district, including the 9 elementary and middle schools, plus Learning Options High School. The impact of the program was so profound that a group of LOCS elementary staff felt having an open house for students to share the traits with their families was important. Gretchen Hines, a Carpenter teacher when P2 launched in LOCS and now Stadium Drive principal, spearheaded the P2 Palooza evening on March 26th, held at Lake Orion High School.
Tonight we are having a family event for all of our elementaries, district-wide. It's called the P2 Palooza. We started planning this a little bit over a year ago. We just wanted to have an event that brought the entire community together to experience the Positivity Project and all of the great work that the kids do with it throughout the day. It's been phenomenal. Carpenter started, what was it, like 2016, 17, I believe. And within a few years, we've got most elementaries and middle schools on board. And we're now at a point where we have common language when it comes to SEL, dealing with behaviors. It's even carried over into our ELA when we're talking about characters and interpreting traits.
A chance for kids to really connect and understand who they are and how to relate to other people. It helps them to communicate, solve problems, and it lets them shine in different areas. They really figure out where their strength is, such as the wonderful artwork behind us, whether it is in creativity in other areas, problem solving, social, emotional. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely, and to build on that, they get to know themselves, but with the Positivity Project, it's about how other people matter and what they can do for others. So no matter what school or when you're hanging out at the local park in the community, it really does, I think, impact how they interact with each other.
We wanted to make sure that the events we had planned for each trait gave families an opportunity to do the activity together.
Interact
to
together.
engage in it.
There's 24 traits, but we have about 20 stations. We combined a few that went together.
Individual traits each week, and then they have the other people matter mindset, where it's supporting others, knowing that your actions affect other people, and we incorporated some of those in our mindfulness moments around the building too.
The evening event spread the traits throughout stations at the high school, with LOHS students volunteering to run each station for the families.
The station that we have right here, it's the Perseverance Station, and some activities that students might be doing is they're building a cup tower or building paper airplanes. And the overall goal is just to show that with a little extra effort that you can succeed even if there's some challenges.
So you guys in the middle who are wearing the capes, you want to turn around and show us what's going on there? So we got perseverance and humility. When you're wearing the capes, kind of how do you interact with you can turn back around. How do you interact with the elementary students and kind of help them understand these are important things in their lives?
Just really telling them that it's important to keep going, to not, give up on projects that you start or activities that you start, because that's the only way you can progress and move forward.
At the Perseverance Station, the kids worked the different games, showing or learning their patience. The other stations were a mix of different opportunities for families. With hundreds of families attending the event and students having the opportunity to leave with swag, including a number who received a special P2 tote bag donated by the organization, it was an extraordinary success. All of the elementary principals, many teachers, and social workers also attended. giving the students a familiar feel and being able to share those important traits with their families. Paint Creek Elementary recently held its annual Science Night. It was an opportunity for students and families to embrace science and STEM concepts in the school. Entering the school and checking in, students received a passport. They would check in at each stop to show they made their way around the building. In the cafeteria, the robotics teams were set up. The middle school Hydra Dragons had a table with information about their success, and the Paint Creek Robo Dragons robotics team showed what it accomplished last fall during its season.
We're doing our robot and making it do some missions that we did in the competition. For example, surface flushing, minecart, who lives here, and
So are you showing this to your fellow classmates? Is that what you're doing?
yeah.
And teaching them about robotics?
And we're advertising.
What group are you guys a part of?
We're part of the Robo Dragons.
And you guys did competitions?
Yes.
Yeah, how did you do?
We did pretty good. We got first place in Cooperation Award.
The gym featured the most action with a number of different areas. Along the walls, the class projects showed off the teamwork of the classes throughout the school. In the center of the gym were the individual projects the students worked on for weeks leading up to the science night. They involved an idea, significant planning, and then the execution with a large display, as well as the necessary materials.
I can make copper float and then sink. So I have a science box, and I wanted to do this because it sounded kind of cool. Like just barely like that.
Okay.
It falls.
Oh.
If I put the soap.
That was also the location for the free play area where students could build. Later in the evening, there were awards distributed. In the hallway and media center, other groups offered science options. In the art room, Lake Orion High School science students created their own experiments for the Paint Creek students.
And we are running experiments and activities for the kids to be more hands-on, like science, and help them just get more interested in science.
How did you decide what different experiments to run?
I just found mine on the internet, and
So what's yours?
mine is this inflating pufferfish, and it's these, there's baking soda and vinegar in here, separated, and then you stomp on it, and it expands like that.
Okay. What are some of the other ones? What are you guys doing?
We're doing the lava lamp experiment, so it's kind of as simple as it sounds. It's with vegetable oil and water, and when we put the Alka-Seltzer tablet in, all the bubbles, the carbon dioxide will rise up, and it'll create a lava lamp effect.
I remember doing the after school like STEM activities and just finding it very interesting and wanting to continue with that.
At Stadium Drive, students got up close and personal with some bugs by choice. The in-school field trip had a bug expert bring insects and small arachnids to the STEM lab to teach about nature.
Some people call me the bug lady. Whatever name you remember is fine. When I was your guys' age, I loved bugs. I was always collecting them and putting them in jars and studying them and feeding them. And now I'm 35 and I still love bugs and think they're really cool. So what I did is I got different bugs from all around the world and I brought them here to show you guys.
When she moved into spiders, the students got excited.
Her name is Spinderella because she spins webs. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid.
If you don't like it, so go back to it doesn't matter.
So you can scoot back over there. She's from Costa Rica. And she's older than all of you guys. She's about 13 years old. Girl tarantulas can live up to 30 years. Boys only live about 2 to 7 years, so not as long. Sorry, boys. Now, how many legs do spiders have?
8.
They have 8. Does anyone know how many eyes they can have?
8.
They can have
They're
8. See, it doesn't hurt her.
There you go.
Some spiders make a lot more webbing than she does, so she doesn't.
Moving on to the bugs had them crawling, but understanding more about their surroundings and what they see outside.
Oh, look, he's, yeah.
Look at mine. Mine is so brave. He's just
There's some more here. I have lots of them.
I don't want it.
Okay.
I can feel the light from my sweatshirt. Oh, I can see the box.
Yeah.
This is a
So
boy.
that's a male, this is a female, and that's a female.
Oh, good. Boy, she's like, oh!
Australia, this is actually a baby stick bug. Now, this is about probably as big as some of the ones that we have in Michigan, but this is a baby. This is an Australian Goliath stick bug. You want to see what it looks like when it becomes an adult?
Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
I know.
Making learning interactive allows the students to engage in more ways than just remaining in their classroom and looking at a screen. The opportunity to expand their horizons is a key component of their academic learning. On February 28th, Lake Orion Community Schools gathered community members, students, and staff to begin the process of evaluating what is important in a future bond proposal. The day began with learning about where the district had come from with the achievements and growth in the 2018 bond, as well as the impact those facility updates have had for the students in LOCS. The day continued by learning about the various projects that were scheduled in the failed November 2025 bond proposal and how important they are for the future of LOCS. The morning concluded with the 80 attendees working in small groups to prioritize the projects in an order that they think is most appropriate. The LOCS administration will work with the architects to determine what a new bond proposal could look like before bringing it to the Board of Education for approval this summer. Building the future of LOCS is a long process, but having community input is a key component to keeping the school strong for all residents.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next month.
Inside the Dragons is produced by the Lake Orion Community Schools in partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. For up-to-date news and information about the Lake Orion Schools, visit our website at lakeorionschools.org and watch us on Comcast Educational Access Channel 22 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99.